Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's time for the Friday Football Phone-In. Streaming live at twitch.tv/cartwheelchamp and youtube.com/cartwheelchamp. Live every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Join the Discord to call in. And here's your host,
Good evening, folks, ladies, mainly ladies. We know it's all ladies in the chat. Ladies, good evening, ladies. Good evening, New York, San Francisco, Germany, Canada. Everybody's here, guys. It's a fantastic Friday evening. We're going to have a gangbuster day of a day. And that's some Pixies playing us in, our theme artist for the show. Amazing. We're going to get started in just a moment. First, I'd like to say a couple opening remarks. Anthony Joshua just knocked out Francis Ngannou. That was pretty crazy. I don't know if anyone saw that. That was pretty crazy. Pretty fantastic. This is the link to join if anybody wants to join. It's in chat there. There's a StreamYard link. You're welcome to join backstage, listen to the show. But hey, what a week. Tumultuous week. Manchester City beat Manchester United. Liverpool barely beat whoever they beat again. It's fantastic news for the league. You know, United just playing their role, making sure the title race is tight. And, we didn't want to beat City because then that would just kind of ruin the game that's coming up this weekend. And honestly, the ref probably was thinking about this coming Sunday as well. Because had the ref called the proper foul that Kyle Walker committed on Rashford, this Sunday's game would not get the ratings it's going to get. So Manchester United once again saving the day for the Premier League once again. I'm not surprised. But, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. The United does play tomorrow morning. For some reason, I'm only thinking about United because they're the first game tomorrow. Arsenal play Brentford. That's going to be a good game as well. Arsenal, what did they score, like 15, 16 goals in the last 3 games or something? Pretty crazy. Chelsea, apparently they're a more valuable club than Spurs. I don't know if you guys saw that most valuable club statistics that came out. But let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The most valuable. There we go. I'll put it up as a side thing here. Share window. There we go. There we go. So these are the according to, what is it, Forbes or something? Manchester United Real Madrid top of the list. Manchester United 70 million behind Madrid, which isn't much. I mean, we buy Casemiro and we're level with them. So like we're basically neck and neck. Okay. Barca on the other hand would have to, I don't know how Barca's this wealthy, to be honest, but whatever. Then we have Liverpool, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, PSG, and then Chelsea is in there, which is really interesting to me. I'm not sure how they got in there. But assets, and Bully's working his magic. I know you all think he's stupid, but he's doing something behind the scenes, which you guys clearly don't understand because you guys aren't Americans. And America is number one. We all know this. So but I have no idea what's going on. All right, let's get to our first guest. I believe we're going to Madrid. I believe we're going to Madrid first. I'm pretty sure he was here first. So let's welcome in, guys. Let's put a warm round of applause. Put your hands together for Mr. Bottle. Mr. Bottle,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm doing not too bad. Just stuck at work.
Oh, you're at work right now?
All the fun. Yep, kind of got thrown on work last minute, so that's all the fun.
No, all good. Let's talk some Madrid stuff, man. What's going on with Madrid? What's new? What's crack-a-lacking?
Well, we've had some interesting games the last two for Leipzig. You know, we can talk about that one first in the UCL matchup.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game, I thought. There were some sketchy calls that didn't go Leipzig's way, of course, which everyone is quick to point out. Hello? I think we lost Bottle, guys.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, now I hear you.
Yep.
Did you hear that last bit I
1
said?
second.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard you.
yeah. Danny Carvajal took down somebody in the box. I thought that was a penalty they didn't call. But then the other one that people were talking about, I didn't think. Huh?
I would say it's a little bit more roughhouse, shoulder to shoulder stuff. I don't think you can really call that type of stuff anymore. I think it'd be too soft if we started calling those as fouls. I say you got to be stronger on the ball, or just stronger in general.
Okay. All right. I thought it was a foul, personally, but whatever. What do I know?
Yeah, I know some people have their opinions and whatnot.
What else happened in the game? I totally forgot. I watched it. It was actually a little more. Ooh, Danny Olmo hit the post at the last kick of the game. That was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That wouldn't have even been mad. That was kind of a beauty of a hit, honestly. That wouldn't.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Actually, stellar.
Nice.
Javi Simmons. A little young baller. There you go, showing his talents. It's good to see some young prospects. Shining in a big game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But there was also the Vinicius Jr. incident where he grabbed Orban's neck.
That was what it was. That was the call of the game. So what are your thoughts on that, Bottle? Was it a foul? Not was it a foul. Was it a should it have been called differently? Uh-oh, we lost him again. Oh, hello. He's back.
Yeah. I had to put something in the live match chat. So, if you want to put that up on the screen for a sec, just to,
I can do that.
Show some evidence.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I can do this.
I'm just saying, this is not the first time someone has done such a thing and not been carded. So people are trying to say it's like Madrid bias. It's like, no, it's just a referee bias, you could say. Every referee has their own little niches and icks. And I guess some referees would give a red for this and some referees would not. You could also know from your own experience of Felipe doing it against you in the Forest game. So it's up to the referee, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I don't know what to say here. You've brought evidence, and I don't think anyone can compete with this evidence.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't think like I said, I also called for reds in these two. Like if Vinny got a red, I wouldn't complain. But I'm just saying, this isn't the first time someone's gone away with the neck grab. Like I don't
All
know what
right.
refs go on, like what goes on with refs and whatnot, but I mean, I guess they have something about them where they don't want to give out reds for this anymore. I guess who knows?
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a red, but I don't know. I mean, what? I, I only have a certain. I have a certain threshold this week. You know, I can only care about so much.
You're
You
too busy
know,
caring about the Kyle Walker grab.
nah. I mean, I'm fighting off demons in the chat in Discord chat all day long. You've seen it. I'm combating a holy war against the infestation of all these zombies and these terrorists from my perspective, and I have to combat them. I have to beat them down with the power of the word and the truth, you know.
Oh yeah, I see. I see you in the chat. You and the other people. It's always funny watching. It's like
I
basically got
mean,
my popcorn out.
nah, well, the thing is with bigots, you have to really get through to them. You know, you can't
Yeah.
just be like, your logic's wrong. You can't just say that, right? Because that's what's going on. You have to explain. You have to really get the point through. You know.
Oh, I get you. I got you. But
Anyways, all right. What else is
there's
new, man?
also one
So,
more game,
oh, what game?
the Valencia game.
Oh, you guys drew, right?
Yeah, a 2-2 draw, which we scored at the depth, but the referee blew his whistle at the cross.
Oh yeah, that was fucked. That was kind of fucked.
Yep, just absolute madness. Again, just it's I guess it's the beauty of the sport, you see something new every day, I guess.
And then Bellingham
It's
did get
just
a red for that, right? For the protesting.
and did he did. So he got a red for basically for what his words were, and it's come out. He said it's a fucking goal, is what he said to the ref.
That's kind of
And which
fucked up,
he
man.
said that was enough. And also, more evidence came out. This ref has been called out in the past, and even before in the game with Barcelona. Luis Suarez going up to the ref, calling him a clown, and it's a fucking disgrace to his face.
Yeah.
And guess what he got? Nothing. So it just really shows. It really shows like what's going on with some of these refs, man.
Yeah.
It's questionable.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here. I don't got the answers. I ain't got the answers, Bottle. I ain't got the answers.
Yeah, we appealed it. It got denied, but we're taking it to a higher court supposedly. So we'll see how that goes.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, they
ridiculous. If
said
the, it,
nope. He
it
has to serve his suspension.
if they let him off, that's crazy. No, you can't go to a ref and start yelling at his face and get mad that he gives you a red card.
Absolutely. No, he got the red card for you, and all he yelled was
Yeah.
that. You think
So
a player
wait, hold on,
should
hold on, hold
get
on,
a
hold
yellow?
on, hold on, hold on. Do you think the red card should be kept or no?
No. If you go to a
Of
ref and
course
that's
you
all
don't.
listen. You're saying if Anthony went to the ref, he scores a goal, and he goes to the ref and he calls it off, and he says it's a fucking goal, he should get a red card, a straight
No,
red.
but
That's not a
it's
second
not.
yellow, it's a
No,
straight
no,
red.
no, no. See, okay, that's not what he
Exactly.
yelled it. He yelled it in his face,
Exactly. So you're
and then
saying just yelling in
continued
the face, that
protesting.
results in a straight red. Exactly, he's going to continue
You can't.
processing, but when has that ever resulted in a straight red?
I mean,
It's not even like he just got it two yellows. He just went straight red. You tell me.
look, ready, ref. That was a fucking goal, right? Do you think that's a red card offense? The way I said that.
No,
Exactly.
it
That's
doesn't
my
matter
point.
how you say it.
It does. It does matter. I think it does matter.
Also, these refs need to control themselves. They know these players are literally got all the testosterone. They had, like literally the veins. What's going through your body when you think you just scored a last minute winner? You had all that going through you, all that basically almost like a sugar rush. Like, of course, he's gonna be like expressive. These refs need to control themselves so they can handle some, let's say, angry players. And if they start
Okay.
giving reds for every time a player is angry, then we're gonna see a lot more reds in the future. But obviously,
Okay.
this is a one-time thing that's not gonna happen again. Obviously, because it just happened because of a ref's incompetence.
Okay. Well, any final thoughts you'd like to say, Bottle?
I say Leroy Yor. It seems to be he's heavily linked with coming to us. It seems like we have a good transfer window this year. Davies,
Ooh,
Mbappe,
Leroy
Leroy
Yoro.
Yor.
That's pretty nice.
Yep.
All right, Bottle. Well, thank you. Hope you stick around for the post show if you can.
Yeah,
And
we'll see.
We'll talk
We'll have
to you
to
later.
see. I probably will.
All right, sounds good.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Guys, that was Bottle. Thank you, Bottle. Fantastic as always. Timely as always. All right, next up we're going to Manchester. We're going to meet someone from Manchester. Hold on, let's see. Oh, he's calling in right now. Wow, that's kind of loud. All right, let's bring him in. Hello, Zeno Pool.
Hello, hello.
Good evening, Zeno Pool. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic. Alive, kicking. Not much you can ask for.
Okay. I see you've gone with the no profile picture tonight. Any reason for that?
Yes. Because somebody just got too jelly that I can put, the greatest manager's poster over there with all his luscious hair.
You can't steal. You can't steal.
Wait, what?
Okay, you
It's
can't
not
steal my profile
stealing.
picture.
It's not stealing.
Okay,
It's
okay,
letting
okay.
everybody know. How is that
All right.
stealing?
We're going to do a
Everybody's
special
seen it.
segment towards the end of this year because we have a very special match. We're going to bring someone else in a little in a bit. But first, I want to talk to you.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about Manchester City's current form? What's going on? Give me your thoughts. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, man. Let's just say it's a roller coaster. You've seen how it's been for a while now. Over almost all the games that we've played lately, it's like we don't really get off the way we're supposed to. We're supposed to start really good, but it's like it's a very, very slow start. And then the opponents always kind of like find a way to score a goal or two. And then we actually come back with like a full charge and we're like, yep. Or they create a couple chances. They usually utilize one, which again explains the Rashford thing. And then you guys and then we eventually kind of like get into the second gear and we start trying to like keep poking and prodding until eventually we start, getting our goals, getting the results. So
Oh, that's right. We didn't even talk about the
it's a
game.
roller coaster. Yes, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah. I want to talk about the Kyle Walker and Rashford incident.
Yes.
Shortly after that no call or situation, City went down.
Yeah.
United had committed about four people into attack then.
Right.
And then City went back while we were wide open and boom, scored a goal.
Right.
Did you think it was a foul by Kyle Walker on Marcus Rashford?
It could have been given a foul, but I would also ask you a question. Was that offside goal an offside goal?
What?
The
Was
offside goal
that
from a couple seasons or last season, a couple matches ago that we played where Rashford stepped in front and he could have just like stopped. He stopped the defenders from trying to, track back because he knew he was offside. And Bruno came in to score the goal. Was that an offside goal? I'll ask you a question.
I
If
don't
you agree that
remember.
that's an offside goal, you of course you don't remember.
I
Never
don't
mind.
know what you're talking
Sure,
about. How many
it's a
how
foul.
many what can you send a picture of it?
I'll have to find it. But I
Yeah.
will send you a picture and then we can talk about that later. But
Did,
yeah, if a defender
was
reaches out to
VAR
you like
being
that,
used like it is now? Wait, how long ago was it?
It wasn't that long ago.
So it was last season.
Yeah, and yeah,
I think last season's the first time. Oh, you mean when we scored our winner at Old Trafford?
yes.
Oh, when Garnacho crossed it in and we scored our winner. Yeah, I don't think that
Okay,
was offside. Was
okay.
that offside?
Rashford was clearly offside, but he literally stopped the defenders from tracking back, and Bruno went through to score the goal.
No. Oh, that one. Oh, this one.
Yes, that one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this one. I thought you were talking about the other one. Oh yeah, I remember this. Um,
If you can agree that that is an offside goal, then sure, I'll give you the foul, and then we'll move on.
but see, this one is more
Okay.
subjective.
So the Kyle Walker one is not subjective.
No, it's not. It's not subjective because he pulls him back.
What makes it not Okay. So you're telling me this one, Rashford didn't actually stop the defenders from tracking back.
No, but he didn't play the ball. That's what
Yeah, but
that's
he
the
was in their
argument.
way.
No, he wasn't in their
But
way.
he was. Yes, he was.
I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
All I
And
remember
again, that
is
that, that that's fine. The decision
the
has already been made.
well the subjective call was that Rashford never played the ball. And I don't think he got
Right.
in the way of Akanji. Did he?
He did. He did. He saw Rashford over there. Rashford was still kind of charging towards the ball, and he thought it was going to be given offside. So he kind of didn't really try because he knew Rashford was already offside. And
Huh.
Rashford was literally in his way getting back towards the ball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember this now. I have to watch it
Okay.
again. But
Yeah. He saw
I
Rashford there. He knew it was going to be offside. So he was like, okay, I'm going to slow down, just get to the ball. But then Rashford kind of just was
yeah,
in
this was
his
a
way
sketch
to
yeah,
go
this
to
was
the
a
ball.
sketchy
So,
play. It was a sketchy play.
okay.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
But see the thing is it was more it's more of a vague situation than this one. This is clear. He pulls him
Right.
back. And apparently he clips his
Okay.
leg too, which I don't remember, but
Can, can we see the ball in motion? Do you have
no,
a clip of it in motion?
I
No?
can't do it
Okay.
in motion.
I
We're
understand.
gonna
I understand that. We,
they'll
we can talk
ban
we,
us
we
for
can talk about
life
that later.
and they'll find my
Absolutely. We
family
can
and
talk about that
probably
later.
kill them.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So can't do that.
Okay. This is not a Luis Diaz situation.
Bro, Luis Diaz's dad,
I know
he's
he's been everywhere. Mordecai, I'm sure he's happy about that.
yeah, I'm not surprised he got kidnapped.
Okay. Okay. Calm down.
I was
Calm
listening
down.
to a
Again,
podcast today about traveling in South America and how, you have to be careful where you go, You can't just walk around
jeez.
everywhere. But anyways,
Okay.
sounds like a
No, it
Liverpool
wasn't a bad
player
game. It wasn't
IQ
let's
type
go
play.
back to the game. It wasn't a bad game.
It was a good
You
game.
guys did what you guys needed to do, which was stay back, make sure weren't, actually getting through the way we were supposed to. You guys can't hold on to like 90 minutes of doing that. No team can in reality. You can't
Yeah.
just keep sitting there and waiting because eventually you're going to fall off and somebody's going to go through. So I applaud you guys for trying a tactic, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like that's good for you. And I've already said this
What
to
do you
you
mean?
before. I'm It's not really a good tactic to just sit back there and wait all the time, is it?
Yeah, that's what Ole did. Yeah, we did the exact same tactics that Ole did. We had like 2 or 3 chances and we missed them. But I mean, that's
Yes.
that's the game you play, right? You're only going to get like literally less than a handful of chances, and if you don't take them, you're not going to score. That's basically it. Or a set
Right.
piece, right? You hope for a set pice. But
Right.
I thought we played
Again,
really well. It was great defensive shape with a kind of a debilitated team. You know, I don't think
you did
like you
okay.
guys
You
opened
guys could
us
have
up
done better.
after a yeah, no, definitely. Rashford had 2 chances in on net. Like there was one where Bruno crossed it in far post and he just missed the ball. And then there was
Right.
one where Well, there was this one where he
Another
got pulled
counter.
down. Well, he got
It
pulled
was
down
three
here, and then there was
chances.
another. Yeah, there was another counter in the first half where he headed the ball, and then it kind of got away from him.
Right.
So, and then there was the goal. The goal was nice. The goal was nice.
Right.
But yeah, so like
He
people
just
are
has to
saying
go full
like
power there.
people are surprised that Ten Hag said it was a good goal or a good performance, and I'm not so like I'm fine with the performance. Like I am fine with the performance. I'm glad he didn't try to play his style of football, because we would have got our asses
Right.
handed to us. Um,
I'll
so
ask you a question. So, I'm not trying to compare managers or anything, but I'm just trying to make a point over here. Would you prefer a manager like Postecoglou who is going to stick to his way? It has to be my way, and if the player can't adapt,
yeah.
then we know, okay, it's the player that can adapt.
So
Or
this
you go with the manager that you currently have who is like, you know what? I know if I go that previous route, I'm just gonna keep getting battered because I don't have the players. So I'm just gonna change the style entirely to make sure they can play. But then he's jeopardizing his own career.
yeah.
Which would you want?
Yeah, so it depends, right? That's the conclusion I got to. I actually did a little bit of not, light research about this in free time, and I was reading stuff about comparing like Postecoglou and Manchester United, etc. And one of the things
Right,
that they mentioned in some of the analysis was that Spurs squad is like there's not a great variety of style of players there.
right,
So if they get injured, A comes in or B comes in for A, and they can continue playing the same exact way.
right,
So and then the argument was that at United, if like Lisandro Martinez goes out, we don't have a player even close to him. I mean, Luke Shaw is the next closest, but he's also out. And then we don't have a player that can, that's a mobile player right there, right? So
right,
that's where the system kind of depends on having a squad. If you don't have the right profile of player, it's not going to work, right? And obviously,
right,
everyone has injuries, blah blah blah. Everyone's got to deal with it. But if you're going from Lisandro Martinez to Harry Maguire, that's a huge difference than going from Christian Romero to Davinson Sanchez or something, or I don't know who their backup is. Like their center backs, and that's the point that we're making about Spurs is the players they have like in midfield and on the wings, they're more similar to each other than going from
remotely
like
the same.
I'm not saying they're exactly the same. Obviously they're different, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that was the argument for why Postecoglou is better able to kind of just keep playing his system, etc. Because and even when you're playing
right.
high line, pace is what you need, and so he's able to substitute fullbacks into the position of center back because what you need is pace. Like that's what he really needs. He needs pacey center backs.
I mean, and
That's
United
why Eric
technically
Dyer
have a ball
left.
playing goalkeeper, so you guys could definitely still play a high line with Onana in goal, and do the sweeper keeper kind of deal, kind of thing.
We
Technically,
could, we could, yeah, we could. Um, I don't know. I think Onana's a little bit. Um, I don't know if you remember. He conceded a goal in preseason week. He conceded a goal against Lens. I don't know if you remember Lens.
yeah,
It was like almost like
long,
a halfway mid. The shot came from midfield, and Onana was
yes,
like running back, and he fell into his own net and stuff.
yes,
And
yes, he did.
I I think this is where the size of the club comes into it because he does that at Inter. A couple things. I'm not saying Inter is a small club, but I'm just saying like the outrage isn't just not the same. United played
But didn't
Inter
he learn
in.
from it though?
Yeah, I think he did learn from it, and I think he's a little less. He doesn't want to push out as much now. That's sorry. That's what I was
Right,
getting at. Like you're saying, play sweeper keeper, but I think after that long goal and some, unfortunate stuff against Bayern. I mean, the Bayern stuff wasn't sweeper keeper stuff, but I think you do that long thing once,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna want to push up too high, And I think in 2019, I heard we played Inter in a preseason friendly in China. I think the capacity of the stadium was 55,000. Inter had 1,400 people present. Right, the rest were all United
Gotcha.
fans. So like Onana makes a mistake like that in that game, it's one thing. But if you for Inter,
Right.
it's one thing. But if he makes the same exact mistake for United, it's a whole nother thing.
I understand what you're trying to say.
So I think that's something he's gonna have. Every player probably has to adjust to that. No player. I don't think any
Exactly.
player is truly prepared for that unless they're at another really big club. I mean, honestly, like going from Inter is a huge club, and he had such a good performance in the Champions League, so he's probably confident, etc. Coming in, and then he does that. It's like, oof,
Right.
Anyways, all right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Let's go back to the health situations. You said I should always check in
the
with you
hell. We're gonna
every
do a
week,
health
so
check-in.
yes.
Health. All right, talk to me about your
So,
health.
oh, about mine or about yours first? I'll talk about mine.
No, we're
I
talking about
went to
your
see a
health.
doctor. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you
I
went to
thought
go
we were
see a
doing both
doctor.
ways. Jeez,
I mean,
I
I
thought
can
we were
tell you
doing
mine,
both ways.
but it sounds like you got
Okay.
something to talk about. I forgot about it.
No, okay. So I went to see the doctor. They said everything seems fine. MRIs, everything is clean. A healthy guy. That's what they basically said. The only thing that they said was an issue was my liver because I kept having way too many headaches. So guys, don't take too many painkillers because it doesn't help your liver out. That's what they said. And yeah, but basically they're still trying to figure out the source, and they said I should go see a cardiologist. So we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, because apparently I'm hypertensive. So
yeah, that's not good.
yeah.
But I mean, that's not the worst thing. At least they're not like
Yeah.
we need to put you on blood thinners or whatever.
Yep.
Speaking of, I can speak to something health related. I got this in the mail today.
Oh, what's that?
I want to try to clean my ears.
Earwax.
Properly.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try to clean them
I
properly.
already did mine.
And what I also got, which I was trying to set up frantically before the stream started, is this. I don't know if you can tell what this is, but this is a camera that goes in your ear to clean.
Oh, yeah. I already have one of those.
I briefly did it, and my ear is extremely hairy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream, but I'm going to play around with it.
No, not on stream. Don't do it on stream. Come on.
You don't think so? Like
Probably,
the belly button?
probably in the Discord chat. You could do it there on the voice
maybe
chat.
in the Discord
Yeah.
chat. Maybe in the Discord chat. Okay, well, we have a very special match this weekend. Who's home, by the way?
Yes.
Who do you play against?
It's at Liverpool, Anfield.
It's at Anfield.
That's where we're going. Yes.
Liverpool versus Manchester City at Anfield. And Zeno, I don't want to ambush you, okay? But
it's happening, isn't it?
I have a Liverpool fan waiting to talk some shit
Just
to you.
dying. Okay.
Okay. His name is Mordecai,
go.
guys. Guys, put your hands together for Mordecai. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant this one. There we go.
There we go.
Good evening, Mordecai.
Hey, Mordecai.
What's up?
Hey, I have a quick question for you. What does Mario
for it.
say? Does he say "Let's go" or "Mexico"?
He says, "Let's go."
Mexico. I've never heard that
There's
before.
there's no ego on the flag. Hey, Mario Day is coming up in 2 days, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is.
The what is?
Mario
Okay.
Day is in 2 days, and happy
Mario
International
Day.
Women's Day. Happy International
Yes.
Women's Day to everybody. out
Happy
there.
International Women's Day, guys. I missed all of chat, guys. My bad.
We were
That is a
having an
ridiculous
intellectual
statement.
discussion.
That's probably
that's
something.
what happened.
That is a ridiculous. I mean, Bottle's referring to something Greg said, or Zeno said. I'm sure there.
Okay.
Tell me how he would have reached. Oh, I think they're
Oh
talking to
my
each other.
god.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right, what were you gonna
Jeez.
ask, Hart? What
All
were you
right.
gonna say?
Well, we have a Liverpool fan and we have a Manchester City fan. Title showdown, possibly a title
Yes.
decider this weekend.
Possibly.
Let's look at the table real quick while you guys are talking. All right. What are you guys most worried about on each other's teams going into this Sunday?
Right now probably Phil Foden. He's in great form. Um, I'm worried about him. He's a local boy too, so after what the comments from Trent, I'm sure he'll be raring to go.
Yeah. What were those comments?
Uh, pff, you know, Trent spitting some facts. Um,
Okay, calm down.
basically
Facts that he knows.
what Trent said is trophies mean more to Liverpool than they do to Man City because of the way that our squad is assembled and what we have to overcome.
Oh.
See, I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna go after Trent for what he said, and I know that this is just a journalist kind of thing, just trying to rile people up because again, we've already talked about this in the chat. I'm fine with what he said. He can say whatever he wants. I'm gonna give it basically the same kind of answer Erling and Pep gave. I wish you a speedy
I think
recovery, and if that's how you feel, it's okay. But at least we still won the treble. He's been there a year. He's won a
I
treble.
think
That's all that
that's
matters.
what Trent said. That
Yeah.
Haaland is saying the same thing Trent said. Trent said they've
Okay.
won more trophies, but the trophies that we won have mean more to us.
Exactly. So again,
So I don't
Pep
understand
said
what.
he wishes Trent a speedy recovery. That's all I can say. Because either way, when you get too riled up before this kind of game, where you know it could be a potential title decider, where anything can happen and Arsenal can literally just cruise past both of us. Yeah,
I
I'm not.
think
I'm not getting too gassed for this.
I think if Man City gets riled up, it goes in our favor.
Exactly.
I want Man City to be
No.
angry, to be
No.
emotional. If the game is emotional, Liverpool will win.
You
If the
guys.
game
You guys
if the
usually
game
play
is
on
calm,
people's emotions. You know
if the
that.
game is calm and boring, Man City will probably take it.
You guys play on people's emotions.
Yeah,
That's why Anfield is the way it is.
we're an emotional club. I tell Cart this
Okay.
all the time, and
Okay.
he rolls his eyes, but it's true.
I don't roll my eyes.
Yeah,
I deepen
I
my conviction.
Okay. Deepen.
I don't know.
I don't
You're
know.
very calm right now, Cart.
Yes,
Oh,
Of
sorry.
course I'm
he is.
calm. I've been calm. All right. Anything about the matchup before we go solely to
Oh
Liverpool,
yeah.
guys?
Um, he
Oh
didn't
well, we got six
answer the
key
question.
factors.
He didn't. Zeno didn't answer the
Oh
question.
yeah. What are you most afraid about Liverpool?
Oh. The only person that I've been afraid of ever since he showed up there, and I've said it so many times in the what you call it in the Discord chat. Just let the guy play the game, which is Darwin Nunes. He's the only person I'm worried about. Everybody else, I think I can kind of manage because they have a ton of injuries. Salah will potentially play, which more than likely he's gonna be in there for like 50 minutes in total because we don't know the full extent of the injury right now. If he's somewhat okay, he might play. But if he's not 100%, he might come in for 50 minutes. If he can't keep up, then more than likely they would sub him out. So I'm not too worried about him just yet because a full 90-minute Salah is a different topic than a 50-minute Salah. Those two are two different topics. Uh, Darwin, he's been on that chaotic edge ever since he showed up. Again, anything can happen. I'm not gonna try to gas myself up to say, oh, we're gonna easily win because we've also, like I said from the beginning, we've had our problems where slow to start, the defenders fall asleep, and we can't really like keep up, and out of nowhere, the opponents just find a way to score a goal. That has been our whole season so far. Like we just keep falling asleep, and then the opponents just score a goal or to get two chances out of nowhere. I I would rather stay calm and humble and let's watch the game for the first half and let's see how it goes.
The game kicks off at 7:45 my time, which is an
Yes,
interesting. It's the first ever kickoff at that time in the Premier League.
between the two of us.
No, in the Premier League period at that specific time.
Uh,
They pushed the kickoff back half an or 45 minutes because police were worried about it. But
I mean,
it anyways, I think this is like this could be the last time they face each other in the Premier League, right?
yes,
Or definitely in the Premier
yes.
League, but
Yeah,
possibly
in the Premier League.
in the
Well,
Cup
you
or
never
whatever.
know, but potentially.
Yeah,
Yes.
most likely.
What
I
you
think
trying to say? Jurgen is
that
gonna
gi-
change his mind? Okay.
I
no, that
mean,
gives
you
that
never
gives
know.
Klopp the edge.
Did I ever think that Rafael Benitez would coach Everton? I mean,
Yo, this guy.
is this? I mean, am I crazy here?
No, you're not.
I
You're
don't think
not
that's
crazy.
out of the.
You're insane. Not crazy though. Insane.
I do
So, but
think
I mean, potentially, do I think he'll ever coach in the Prem again unless he comes back? I don't think so. But
Nah.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Maybe he'll take 2 years off and come back later to you guys.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe he'll be a United manager. Who knows?
No, definitely not. Come on.
Klopp
After
is
all the
rumored.
tortures that he's put United through, no.
Klopp is rumored to be doing. He's going to do analyst work this summer.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, I saw that he could join Sky for their Euros coverage, right?
For the Euros, yeah, the German. And
Yeah,
apparently
that would
he's
be
like
cool.
he's like
Imagine
on like
a table.
65% of like the ads in Germany are like Jurgen Klopp.
Imagine a table with Mourinho, Arsene Wenger, and Klopp talking, Euros. That
That'd be
would
pretty sick.
That
And
would be
then fucking
chaotic. That's what
Jamie
it would
Redknapp to just ruin everything.
be. Okay. Okay. Yo.
Well, Southgate will take care of that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No. Jamie Redknapp is the worst, man. I hate that guy. Sorry, I don't hate him,
Okay.
but I just can't. I don't know. Anyways, all right, Zeno. Anything else on this matchup you want to talk about before me and Mordecai have a little one-on-one?
I mean, Mordecai already knows. We've already talked about this fixture extensively. That the respect for both clubs on both sides is there. They understand that hey, anything can happen during these games. Both managers are very well aware of each other. Let's just see how it goes. Like I said, I just want to see how the first half goes. That's all I can say right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zeno. We'll see you a little later in the post show.
All right. All right.
All right. Thank you, Zeno.
Did we ask him what the
Fantastic.
score would be?
What?
We should have asked him. We should have asked him for score prediction.
For the score. No, it's okay. Well, we can talk after.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
All right, Mr. Mordecai.
What's up?
So you were pretty
you
pretty
feeling?
happy. You were pretty happy that Manchester City beat us this weekend, weren't you?
I was actually really disappointed in.
Oh, you
Manchester
didn't. You
United.
didn't sound like you were disappointed.
I mean, it's always a great day when Man United lose. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I understand that part.
But for our title run, I expected more from United, especially going a goal up.
What do you mean? I think we did very well. I thought it was a good performance for a team that's rebuilding. I think it's great.
For a team that finished in third place and won a trophy last season, I don't think it was a great performance. But I mean,
Okay.
if you like,
thank you for reminding me.
Like,
I always forget my talking points, so thank you for saying that. We finished third place last season.
Correct.
Your anthem is.
Or we finished. Huh? You'll never walk alone.
No, your go-to phrase is, "The table doesn't lie."
The table doesn't lie. The table
never
lies.
never lies.
I mean, it literally can't lie. It just shows what it shows.
Okay, so according to the table last season, we were the third best team in the Premier
Correct.
League.
And you
And you
spent
believe
what,
and you believe
200,000, 200 million
and
in the
you
summer
believe that because that's the truth
last year?
because
Yes,
the table
yes,
never
that's
lies.
the truth. The table does not lie.
So you
We
believe that Manchester United was the third best team in England.
correct last season. I mean,
Okay,
what
I
I mean,
disagree.
there's only one metric, and that's the table.
No, okay. You, you don't believe in flukes? You don't
Well,
believe in
not for a whole season.
overperforming?
Not for a whole season. No, not for a whole season.
You don't
So
believe in overperforming?
would you say Leicester's title run was a fluke?
I would say it was a combination of a couple things. I wouldn't say it was yeah, there was definitely fluky nature about it, but certain teams weren't, functioning on all
Yes,
cylinders, right?
yes. And last year, Liverpool and Chelsea were not functioning on all cylinders, and Tottenham fell off. Well, they
So
had 4 manager
that's
changes.
basically
So
like saying Leicester City beats United today. Leicester City are a better team.
no, if Leicester finished above Man, Man United for the whole season, then yes, they are the
No,
better
but
team.
okay, so just how you're saying, okay, so on a 1v1, so basically what we're saying is we're breaking up 1v1 matchups to 38 matches, right?
Well, we're saying that, how
You're
the team
saying
performed
on
over a long
average,
period of time.
you're
A
saying
long period of time.
on average,
Mm-hmm.
the table on average tells the truth. That's what you are
The
saying.
table
The
on,
table
yes,
on
it has
average
to.
never lies.
Well,
On average.
per year, yes.
Per year on
Per
average though.
season, yes. Per season,
Yeah.
yes.
But it's not like because this happened this year, this must
Okay,
happen next year.
I'll
That's
give you
not
an
how it
I'll
works.
give you an example. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Tottenham in the beginning of the season were undefeated for what? How many games? Like 12. Like half this. Probably they didn't lose their first game until not that long ago, right? At that point, would you have said that Tottenham are the better team, or until the season ends?
Say that again?
So you have to. So
We're
Tottenham were undefeated for what? 12 weeks, 13 weeks,
yeah.
right? At that point, you can't say that Tottenham were the best team, even though they were at the top of the table. You can only make that statement until the end of the season.
You can only make that you could say that
Yeah,
you could
over
say
a longer
Tottenham
period
were
of time.
you could say Tottenham were a good team at that time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say they were the better team until the end of the season, because then they proved it over a long period of time. You can have streaks of form, but
Exactly.
if after it
Exactly.
goes after long enough,
So you're
as in
admitting
38 weeks.
so you're admitting that the table so how okay.
Mhm.
So how can you judge a team right now then in the league?
Over the period of time.
Well, no, the league's not over.
The league isn't over.
Exactly. So why are you saying United should be doing better, blah blah blah? It's not over. According to
Because
you,
they should be
it
doing
only matters at the end of the season when the season's over.
Yes,
But you're
but we
making
could.
judgments as though this is the end of the season right now. We're in sixth
Mhm.
place. Like that's who
Yeah,
you
but
are, blah
enough
blah
of
blah.
this. There's only 10 games left.
Okay, so now and this is my point, right? You're making judgments on 28 games. Why not make it on
Look,
one game? Why not
we
just make
didn't
it on
make it
one
on one
game?
game
Well,
because
I'm
it's
just
not
saying
enough data.
no.
It's not enough
Well,
data.
on average, that's why I said on
You
average.
can start making an informed decision. Obviously, if Man United lose their first game, we're not going to say they're the worst team in the league, correct?
Exactly.
If
And
if they lose,
and I don't think nor you should first off, I don't think you should
yeah,
say that after 28 games either. I think there's a lot of
I
football to
I,
play.
I
That's
think
a lot of
I
points.
think Chris,
It's 30
in my
points.
opinion, in my opinion, I think Christmas is a good barometer of where the
No,
season's
okay.
going.
I
And I think
agree.
most
I
pundits use
agree.
that.
Okay, but my point is teams can still overperform and underperform in a season. So
I agree with you to a degree.
if you analyze things outside of numbers, you can
Yes.
say this team overperformed, this team underperformed. Didn't Liverpool have injuries last season, or was it last season or season
Well,
before
our
last?
midfield died. Yes, our midfield died.
Right, and so do you and what happened as a result of that? You guys finished lower in the table, right?
Yeah, because we didn't have a midfield.
And then a couple of years before that, VVD was out, and you guys finished low in the table again, right?
Well, we had there was bigger issues, but essentially
Okay,
yes.
and it's understandable why Liverpool finished where they did those seasons, right?
Well, yes, but they were still criticized. Remember,
No,
they
no,
were called
okay.
the worst
Criticize.
champions.
Okay,
So criticism is
criticism.
okay then
Criticism's fine,
when
but
teams are doing bad.
sure.
So are United doing bad right now?
No, I don't think so.
I think they're doing
See,
well.
that's the
6th
difference.
place
Like
is not great.
I can
Well,
separate the
I
performance from the
yes.
result.
Well, you're
You
optimistic.
no, well that no, I can no.
I mean, on Ten Hag. On Ten Hag, I mean.
Okay, we'll
You
get to Ten
believe that
Hag.
he's the right man, right? You believe he's the right man.
I believe for the conditions
Or
that the
we could
club.
go. We could go to Ten Hag after if you want to stick to the club.
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have, but the 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 difference is I can separate the result and the performance, right?
Okay.
If we lose a game 1-0, instead of saying our team say we lose 38 matches 1-0, right? Instead of saying we are the worst team in the world,
Mm-hmm.
I would say seems like we need a striker or something. We need something in the attacking
Yes.
department, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would just say, "Oh, you guys are the worst team in the league." I understand
No.
why
No.
you would though. No,
I,
on
I
38
I
games
actually
would be the
agree with you on that statement. If
okay.
you can see what's wrong with the team, you you can make a different judgment. So
Exactly.
are Tottenham perfect? No, but I can see what they're doing.
No, and just like when Liverpool finished lower in the table because of a couple injuries,
Yes.
I think it's pretty clear that those injuries had an impact on
Well, yeah.
Liverpool.
Well, we could point and say, their midfield is not good. So if they change the midfield, and then we could judge the team how they are. If their defense is bad and their defenders come back, and things change, and the manager makes a change or whatever, then we go from blaming the manager to blaming the situation. Correct? That's
Then we
kind
go,
of what. So like last season, right? Our midfield was dead. So we said, okay, the situation is bad, but if they change the situation and things go better, then that's not on the coach, correct? That was based on the injuries that they had, or the players not being able to run anymore, or whatever you want to call whatever Henderson and Fabinho went through.
right.
So in United, the point that a lot of us make, or at least my point, I'll just who cares what everybody else says, or
Yeah.
to me, when I watch United, I and maybe it could be you could be right, and it's because I'm not a United fan, and I see it from the
You
outside.
think? You think?
But seeing United, I don't see what Ten Hag wants to do. Oh, you could tell me he wants to play counter-attacking style. I and I would argue it's not a real style. That's just reacting to a better opponent. That's what I would say to that. And and I've never known United to be reactive. But
Okay.
if you want to go that route, go that route.
Okay.
But
We've
my
played
issue.
this style. We haven't played. We don't. The way we played against City, we don't play often.
Okay.
We played that against City because City are the superior possession team,
Correct.
and City are the best team in the world right now
Yeah. And I mean,
on a
everyone tweaks their
footballing level.
system. Yeah, everyone tweaks their system to play City, or to a degree. Most teams tweak their
To a
system.
degree. Yeah, to a
Yes.
degree.
Even Liverpool plays slightly different to City. Um,
Oh yeah, way
but
different.
but there's something else that you could say, you know what, it's better to sit behind the ball and absorb pressure against City, and then it's a coin toss to see what happens. We lose, we lose. It just I see that against other teams. Like I think it was I don't know if I want to say Fulham, and I kind of saw the same thing happening, and I've been seeing it a lot more. And it seems like it's a tactic that Ten Hag is using to save himself.
Yeah, this idea that he's trying to save himself is so backwards to me because obviously if he was trying to save himself, he would revert to a 4-2-3-1 and just play basic football. Like he's trying to instill his play style, which is high pressing, right?
Hmm.
Try to cause mistakes and win the ball
Yes,
back. Like
I mean
that's
United do cause a lot of mistakes, which is I'll
we
give
do.
him that point.
Yeah, I think we're
The
pretty
the
high in the pressing
Yeah,
stats.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I saw something about that. The problem is that that is not linking up to the back of
Yeah.
of the play.
Yeah. So
Um,
I I have a little thing about that. Um I have written here this season we've used 24 different back fours.
okay.
Um, our most used back four being Wan Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, and Shaw. And those four have played 4 games together this season. 4. So the back line and the goalkeeper, right? The goalkeeper thankfully has been the same every game,
Hmm.
but the back four, that I mean, imagine you only had Van Dyke for 12 games this year or something, like that's the type of influence that injuries are having on our season,
Correct.
right? So I see that, I hear those stats, and I say, okay, let's I get it. We don't have the quality to fill in. Like Lindelof is not able to do what Martinez does. Maguire isn't able to do what Martinez does. Even Varane's a very special kind of player, right? He's got special attributes that we don't really have in other center backs, right? Johnny Evans can't do what Varane does, and neither can Lindelof, right? Playing a high line is a little more difficult. Like there are key issues with the squad. Now, as far as Ten Hag goes, yeah, everyone can point at Anthony. Anthony's the only questionable signing so far, right? 80 million euro or 80 million
Yeah.
pounds, a lot of money. Fine. That, and I admit that's the only mistake I think that's been made so far, personally.
What about
Like
letting Regulon go?
yeah, so that was there was a big talk about that in the press conferences today, and all the by the way, it's not that Ten Hag is complaining about injuries. The questions that people are asking are making him answer questions about injuries, right? Um, the doctors said that both Malaysia and Luke
Yeah.
Shaw would be fit in January. So they had to make a decision. Do we keep Reguilon and have a third left back sitting on the bench, or do we send him back,
Okay.
right? And the
But
decision was
to that,
made because those two were going to
yes,
be
yes,
available that we send him back.
yes. But why? Okay. My issue with that is why throw your your medical staff under the bus and instead say it was a we you know at that time the situation was different.
At that time, the situation was different. Well, he's letting the people know why they sent Reguilon back. I think
Yeah,
that's a
but
very.
that makes your
I don't
yeah,
think he's throwing the medical department under the bus there.
if he says, "Oh, my medical staff told me something that was inaccurate,"
No, no, no. That's not what he's saying.
it's gonna. Well,
That's not
he
what he's
said
saying.
he said that they told him that these players would be fine. Correct.
Yeah, shit happens. They re-injured themselves. Shaw came back and played, and then he re-injured himself. I don't know what's
And
going on
now
with
the talk is
Malaysia.
gonna and now it's gonna be the talk is gonna be well the medical staff, not Ten Hag, the medical staff.
No, I don't think so. I think injuries can happen, man. I don't know. Like I said,
Well, I
almost
was
always
in
when we do predictions in the beginning of the season, one of my
nobody
caveats is
factors.
injuries.
Yeah.
It's always
Nobody factors in. Yeah.
no.
I mean, nobody factors in injuries. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but
And
like
preseason.
we're
Preseason's
fully
also big.
no, but I'm also fully aware that they're gonna happen, right? I'm fully aware that they're gonna happen, but I'll make my predictions as though they're not gonna happen. And no, you know what? That this is a good learning opportunity because might as well take injuries a little more into account, right? Just check that squad depth a little more closely because on paper, you got Maguire, you got Lindelof coming off the bench, but the profiles don't match up to what we have.
Hold
right?
on.
So,
I ordered a pizza and they've screwed up my order twice, and now they're bringing back the stuff. I apologize.
okay, well here let's get in banana for a bit, and then we'll resume talking in a bit. All right, thank you, Mordecai, for joining. Give a round of applause for Mordecai, guys. Very civil conversation with Mordecai. We're gonna bring in the Arsenal, your favorite Arsenal fan. His name is Mr. Banana. Banana, how are you doing?
Oh my god. Just had to give this guy a quick shout out. Played a really bad game today. Yeah, awful.
Did he
game
play
today,
bad?
And just played awful. But to save the team, not even 17 yet. Couldn't even
Wait,
imagine
hold on.
that.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, he's 16 still.
No. Are you being sarcastic that he didn't play well?
No, he didn't play that well.
Oh, he didn't play
He
well?
actually
Okay.
didn't. No, he didn't play that well. The whole team didn't play that
some
well.
of the game. Okay.
No, it was absolutely rubbish. Like it wasn't even fun because like most of the Barca home disaster classes this season have just been like amazing matches, like 3-4, 2-3, Girona where it was 4-2. Nah, this was just a boring 1-0 end of the match. It was a great finish though, literally like
Okay.
Saka-esque. Remember Saka at the start of the season? I think it was like forced at home. Just that signature finish, almost like against United last season. Just like gets to his spot on his left foot on a cutback, perfect spot. He's 16, bro.
All right, hold on. I have to address something in chat real quick. Fuxi, what's up,
What?
man? 80% of that Liverpool talk was about United. Okay. Me and Mordecai have been going back and forth in Discord. Okay. So it's a little different. It's not, I guess, yeah, true. The thing did say your Liverpool talk on the bottom, but we were going at it in Discord, and he was attacking Ten Hag. So we had to discuss things with words rather than written words, or verbal words. So that's why we talked about that. All right, let's make it Arsenal talk. All right, let's talk Arsenal. Now, where's Arsenal? There it is. All right,
So-
Arsenal banana.
Hold on, let me switch to my actual setup because I'm on
Okay, okay.
AirPods. If you can tell. So let me just switch real quick. Oh, pull me back in though. I'm gonna go back on stream mode.
Okay. Fuxi, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Look, I am a United fan. Well, almost. So like, people ask me questions usually about United. I'm happy to talk about other Liverpool. What do I want to talk about Liverpool? A lot of youngsters coming through. How many of them are English? How many of them are going to be at the World Cup 2030? Morocco, Iberia. How many of them are realistically going to be in there? Oh, here we go. We got Banana back. Oh, he's loading up. Arsenal, on the other hand. Oh, we lost him again. Arsenal, on the other hand, I read a stat that they have one of the lowest number of minutes given to teenagers, right? Shows how they're sticking with that crop of players. They're not really bringing anyone through, seems like, right? They're sticking with that group of guys they had. Oh, here we go. Here's Banana.
Sorry for that.
Oh, you're fine. Give me a check 1-2.
Kai
There we
Havertz
go.
scored.
All right, yeah, let's talk about Arsenal, man. What's going on with Arsenal?
Put Rice in a double pivot. That's what happened. We were tired of waiting for Partey. I don't even think he gets back in the squad right now. He looks a little sluggish, so I'll let him play.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
can kick bench right now. We get Brentford with 2 center back outs. Pinnock and Ben Mees out. So all they have is I think what's his name? The Nathan Collins or whatever from Ireland. He's like the only like starting center back they'll have in. So the win
Oh,
for us.
man.
Regulon at left wing back. You guys were dumb for not keeping him, by the way, to carry on to that conversation real quick. Because
You think it's good to have three? Do you think it's good to have three wing backs, left backs?
I was talking with somebody else, I think yesterday about it. Yeah, the problem was.
Are you on your setup?
Yeah, I'm on my setup.
Okay. All right. It sounds a little
Higher.
funky.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. That's perfect.
All right. My issue is when has Shaw ever been fit for like a whole campaign? And then second of all, I haven't seen Malacia for who knows how long. So, you know, I think you could have only counted on Shaw. Injuries are a part of it. I'll be real though, I don't even think that applies to Malacia. Like, I'm sorry you're gonna put it on January, bro. Did we see him even in preseason? I don't even think I saw him preseason.
Yeah, he was
Like,
around in
seriously.
preseason. Look, the odds, like, okay, the guy's been out for half the season. What are the odds he's out for the entire season? You know, like, they're not that high, right?
Slim, but what was the difference between keeping regular? Like, what was his salary gonna do for like what was
Okay,
his wage gonna do? What were his wages gonna do
it's
for the
just
rest of the season?
well, okay, yeah. You could look at it that way, or you could look at it on a human level. You don't want to have a guy who's just unhappy sitting on the bench game after game after game. Because if Malazia's fit, if Luke Shaw's fit, Reguilon, no matter how good he is third choice, because that's just the way loans work with Ten Hag, right? Amrabat
I
is
mean,
always last choice, no matter how good he plays and how bad McTominay plays. Amrabat is
yeah,
not going to start over him because that's just the way he seems to be working with loans. He doesn't like to play his loans.
that was a great assist, by the way. Just gotta say, it was pretty awful in real time.
Question about do you think you'll be top at the start of next week?
Hey, I'm worried about something totally different. I'm not
What are you
even
worried
on
about?
fish or flesh. I'm worried about Tuesday. They played today. Porto played
Oh,
today. Galano, he got an assist and a goal as well. He's I think the left-footed left winger they have who scored against us.
I
So
think he
they're
played.
playing well still.
Yeah.
So they're still playing well. I'm more worried about that. I'm worried about tomorrow, obviously. Just get past that. It's a game at home. They gave us a really it's a great match. I remember it was the 1-0 away at Brentford, Havertz in like extra time. Was it extra time or like late 80th minute or something? So they gave us a tough match last time. The issue is they're good with the inside channels, especially defensively, how compact they are, and that's what the double pivot allows. So that we compact really tight, especially in the central midfield, and then we go back out wide and we attack the inside channels. That's essentially what the double pivot allows us to do all over the pitch. And then you luckily Havertz is somehow creating some overlap with Martinelli again, which is helping him. I don't look at the Sheffield match like too seriously. It was done and dusted in 10 minutes. Like seriously, it was 2-0.
Sheffield are on track to concede 100 goals. I think this year, which I think would be that would be the first time it's happened in the Premier League. I think, which could be fun if that happens.
It's not really fun. But...
No, it's not fun, but it's memorable, right? It's like
we'll see, because the last like month and a half it gets real. Like, are you gonna give people like a real run for their money? It might be these guys like last time with like the Prem patch on a shirt that they're wearing on a pitch. So it intensifies. Like the last month always intensifies. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't put too much stock into it right now. We'll see though.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Sunday's the day. Sunday's
sure. Big.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna be on tape
my
delay.
opinion. Oh really? Okay. Catching it live, UK time.
I mean, I might just yeah. I know it's gonna be a good atmosphere, so I kind of do want to just watch the whole thing. I was thinking about listening to it on the radio, but I think
No.
the atmosphere is going to be so good that I
Yeah.
got to watch
I
it.
mean, it's the last time. It's the last time they both face each other. I thought there would have been more hype between the two fans of it, but no, that's just me.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
some
at
other,
least in the league. Yeah.
yeah. If there's a match you should watch on tape delay tomorrow, Bologna and Inter, because I think you could blow my head off if yeah, I know you're Ten Hag, whatever, Ten Hag, everything.
It's
Thiago
not Ten
Motta's a,
Hag everything.
but either way, I
It's
think he's a
the
great manager.
manager
He should,
position at Manchester United everything. That's what
yeah.
it is.
Well, it's a great match either way because I don't know what Inter's gonna do. Obviously, they play this week coming up too against Atletico. Who knows what they're gonna do? They have to go away too, so they go to the Metropolitano. They might rest some players, they might not. Bologna's in fourth. Inter's like obviously steamrolled all of City up, and they're
Yeah.
first. So
And they
that's a
have
good
Champions
match.
League next week, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're
so
on Wednesday,
they'll probably be resting a little bit.
yeah. But
But
Thiago Motta is a great shout for a manager, but I don't think you
yeah,
guys would do it. But
he's linked as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody did a great thread on it where like they
Yeah.
redid your squad with it.
They
was
got
realistic.
there's threads with every single manager on Twitter, man. It's like
No, but this
Jesus.
one was pretty instant. It was pretty quick and instant. What do you think of Roma Brighton? Did you watch the match or the highlights?
I did watch the match.
And you saw what that stirred, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like everybody's like hating on De Zerbi. It's kind of funny.
Yep. And it's just like it just goes to show that people like, they create this idea of a manager in their mind. And if he came to United, it would be this way, and it would always be good, and blah blah blah. And then, boom, just 3-0, all it takes, and then the whole world's pressure falls on him. And he said something about he's not interested in winning. He's not interested in winning trophies. He said,
Yeah.
"I'm not interested in winning trophies. I'm interested in being happy." I think that's what he said, something like that. So, like, that's not like very Manchester United attitude, anyways. All right, we're talking about United again. All right, so
I don't know.
Arsenal, I think you guys are going to win tomorrow. I just have a feeling, right? And then then what you want is a draw, right? That's what you want.
Oh, preferably, but I would take Liverpool winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take Liverpool winning. Yeah.
I mean, because of certain members of Discord, I am 100%
Yeah.
pro Man City and pro Arsenal this year.
I was
won't
gonna
say
be,
names.
but then it was like, yeah, it was the way they came out today with all the interviews, especially Kyle Walker too. That's where I was just like, you know what? Nah, I don't really want this to happen. Not again.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree, like a fat disgust for that dude. Yeah.
You posted something about Todibo, Jean-Claire Todibo
Oh,
for
yeah.
Lille. So basically,
Yeah.
are there rumors that he's leaving, or like obviously sounds like the ultras know that he wants to leave?
No, well, the biggest thing is they've dropped really badly. So I think they're
Okay.
fifth right now. They're gonna go to sixth tomorrow because I think who plays tomorrow? Who is in sixth? They're gonna go to sixth pretty much, presumably, right? Unless something like today happened. But it was a pretty bad result, so they've gone from second to probably sixth tomorrow. So
Okay.
Ineos is doing amazing things, I don't know.
I see. I love it how it's just like now it's Ineos' fault because they've gone down to sixth. I mean,
No. I'm
like
just
how
giving you the
long
cheap
does it
one-liner.
take for like the owner to do something and then it affect the outcome?
No.
Like tomorrow if he says I like
No,
the color
really.
red, and then like people will be like the next day Lille lose and they'll be like it's because the owner said that, right? But that can't be how.
No,
it
but
works.
realistically, like Nice had been run on run time because like it was only like it was bad results. It was like 1-0s, 2-1s, and now it's getting flipped the other way on them. I think they're winless in 6 now. They lost today. They've lost like 2 and 4. It's just a bad overall result for the team, but obviously Todibo like had all the rumors come out about him, and so they were. I forget the exact what they said exactly, but it translated almost to like if you just don't want to be here, leave. But it was pretty
Right.
explicit. And then he went over to the gates, I believe, or like the guardrails, and some of the ultras tried to run over on him. So it was a pretty bad result. Montpellier is like a awful team. They're
Yeah.
like mid-table at best. Like they shouldn't have been playing that bad. But credit to the team overall. Francesco, the guy who studied De Zerbi, their manager. It's his first season. They did pretty well. It's just they ran out of time, had some injuries come up because of AFCON, and just the squad. There's just no overall because of that. Nothing happened in January that was outstanding, because obviously the 25% of Sir Jim's money went into that, so into United. So nothing else went into anything.
One thing I did watch is your boy Gyökeres.
He's not my boy. He's not my boy, but it's whatever. I just see like
you've brought him up in chat.
Yeah, before.
That's all.
Yeah.
And you were saying like he'll be on the move. He was at a Coventry City apparently, right? That's what the commentators were saying.
Yeah.
It's interesting. League 2. But yeah, he looks nice. He looks like he could do something in the Premier League.
I don't know. I don't really.
No.
I wouldn't
like
want
at
him
Villa.
personally. Nah, I think he should move to the City A. Milan.
Oh, okay.
Like if Milan was smart, that's like a perfect like age profile, everything. I think it would work out for him.
How old is he?
I wouldn't want him. 25, going on 26.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add?
No, not really. I'll just wait for your group.
Yeah, we'll do the group in a sec. We got one more guest, and then we'll go to group. Thank you, Banana. Let's cheer for Banana, guys. There it is. Thank you, Banana. Fantastic as always. All right, last but not least, guys, we have the one and only, your favorite Manchester United fanatic, the GOAT analysis himself, NL BMF. NL, how you doing?
Good.
Anything you want to say to the people?
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Hopefully, safe. Get ready for this weekend. We have some good. We have some good games.
Did you see what happened to KSI just a second ago?
Yeah. That's I was watching because I was at work, right? So I was seeing some clips. Yeah, he sold the RKO well. He did well. Yeah, he did well. He did well.
It was Randy Orton. I saw him get like it's not a stunner. What's it called when Randy Orton does that?
It's not a stunner, but it's an RKO. It's like a car.
RKO. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, so it's kind of a stunner ball. You just going flat.
Is KSI getting involved now? Is he going to be part of the WWE now?
I don't know yet, but so basically because Prime just signed with WWE, right? They just so they just signed a big deal with WWE for sponsorship, and Logan Paul is the guy that wrestles most of the time. So it's gonna be. I think they're trying to make him more of like a Logan's, manager, partner. Just comes in like a heel manager that just helps Logan win matches, stuff like that.
A sideshow type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to wrestle, I would love to get into the business, but I think because he's living in the UK, and so it's gonna be tough for him. So I don't think.
All right. Well, let's talk about the topic that we haven't been talking about at all: Manchester United,
the biggest club in the world.
What do you want to talk about? Like, I'm not. We don't have to get into a crazy discussion on it, right? Because I've already talked a lot about it.
We can talk about the manager. We can talk about the structure of the club. I think the structure tonight came working to the club with has backed and has done what it can to the best of their ability to back the manager. That's one of my takes. I'm like. You can say for me the structure, right? When people say the structure is always the structure, I'm like, yes, under previous manager, I can understand that. But under Eric Ten Hag, the structure, especially what Richard Arnold, especially working under the Glazers, what they did to make sure they could, back Ten Hag as possible as they can, they backed him. That's one of my takes. You said no, they didn't back him, they didn't do this. They backed him.
No, okay. Financially they backed him, but basically scouting.
Scouting, I disagree too, because this is what my disagreement came to play, right? John Mata, right? He just became DOF. I look at his CV or sport director, whatever. I look at his CV. I'm like, you've worked at positions where sport director needs to understand what needs to be done in those positions. You've been an academy, head of academy, development, scouting. He's working those places and he's done, all right. So he knows understand what needs to be done for being a sport director. I think that's why he became a sport director.
Okay.
With the scouting stuff, with the scouting, I always said our scouts are one of the best in the league. Is a fact. They, whether people like it or not, yes, they made mistakes. Don't get me wrong. Obviously every scout there are mistakes, but they're one of the best in the league. They give them what they, especially for the last 10 years, right? You can, especially for the last 10 years, they've scouted some good players for United. The difference is the decision making. Who's making a decision? Say, you know what? Should we go for that player, this player, and that player? That's not the scout. The scout are just here to look, give the reports about a play, and they've done that. The amount of plays we can literally, the legacy we can look back on that. The scoured, and they went to, sometimes our scouts goes.
Okay, so Ole did an interview, right, with the overlap. He talked about Haaland,
Yeah.
Bellingham. There was one more. I forgot who.
Jude.
Haaland. No, Bellingham. Rice. That's what right. So they talked about those and like how we could have got him. So why aren't these triggers being pulled? Isn't that from somewhere in the director's area or no?
I'll tell you why. With Jude, right? Jude won game time. At 17, he won game time. So hold on. So we couldn't give him what he wanted. So that one I can't put on he won game time, and the club was like, "You're 17. Should we put that much pressure?" Blah blah. But
right. Jude, I understand. He knew what he wanted to do. That's what Ole said. But the other two, Haaland and Rice, I don't. Did Ole say no, or did someone above him say no?
So with Haaland, right, he wanted a release clause in his part of his deal. Like they've confirmed you.
Okay.
No, yes, this is a fact. He wanted a release clause. Ole literally said it. He wanted a release clause in his deal if he tried to sign for United. But United, Eduardo was saying, "Nah, we ain't trying to put you a release clause." So that's why he went to was he Dortmund?
Yeah, or South.
Dortmund. Remember, Dortmund put a release clause in his contract. He signed a deal, but they put a release clause in his contract. Wait. With United, all they needed to do was put a release clause, and the deal was done. But Ed Woodward didn't want to put a release clause. That's why it's on him. With the Rice,
Ed Woodward.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was on Ed Woodward. With the Rice deal, right? Rice, we've been linked to him. We've been watching him for a long time. He's a player we wanted to go for. But during that 2021 summer, right? Was it 2021 after when we signed for Rand and Central like that, right? That was when we're supposed to go in for Rice.
Okay.
That's what's going on, bro. Obviously, we signed Varane, we signed Sancho, and we went to sign. I remember that time we went to sign because we were linked to Rice. We went to sign Camavinga as well. But CR7 came up, that just dropped. Remember, that just dropped, and we just went for him instead.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. For me, like I said, the directors have to have a clear identity of how they want to play, and then they sign players based on that, right? They scouted a player, he looks good. It doesn't mean you just sign him, right? Just because he looks good. If he has to fit your system, etc.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for Indians, because that's that plan. They want to just so what Indians want to do is this: we're going to sign players to play the style they want to play. So it doesn't matter if the managers get sacked or not. They, let's say they sack a manager, they bring a manager in, let's say in 3 years' time, right? The manager doesn't need to say, "Oh, I need a whole rebuild." It's just going to be okay. They already have a philosophy. They already have a style. You're just going to find a manager that fits that style and philosophy and move on. You can't be, Sir Jim said you can't go from like a Guardiola to a Mourinho.
Yeah. All right. Well, for me, okay. So let me just we'll talk about United here, and then we'll get everyone else in. For me, this is a time of transition. They just talked about the new stadium, blah blah blah. New stuff going on. It's a time of transition. Firing Ten Hag's only going to cost us more money. Just stick with the guy. You know, it's a time of transition. He's working on the culture of the squad. I mean, if what I don't want to see happen is we choose Jadon Sancho over Ten Hag, basically something like this. Like these players that obviously I understand these players have value, right? So like maybe cutting their contracts is more harmful than cutting for Ten Hag, but I don't think it's the next manager is going to be at a club with in transition. You know, it's not going to be much better. Like, at least let the directors start signing players for whoever they think is the next signing or the next manager, and let Ten Hag continue working with the culture, continue developing the youth at least for another year. I'd prefer him to stay longer, but
I already said I've been seeing the Deserving links. I said I already said this. I said I prefer giving me another year and say, Ten Hag, yes, we made mistakes. They're gonna back you now. They're gonna get you the structure you need, the plays you need, the profiles you need. Now go, get to work. The thing is, like I always said, I was asking people, on spaces on Twitter, I'm like, has there ever been a club, right, that gets a new owner, new structure, and they keep the same manager?
I mean,
can we look at Newcastle, right, with the Saudis? Steve Bruce fired. Eddie Howe.
Steve Bruce is different though. It's like if Ten Hag was available right now, or if he was at Ajax doing his Ajax thing, people would be saying, "Sign Ten Hag." That's what people would be saying. Like people would they would look around at all the managers that are managing clubs right now. They'd be like, "Yeah, Xabi Alonso, but he's probably going to go to Madrid or Bayern or Liverpool, so he's kind of out of our question." And then you see, oh damn, Ten Hag at Ajax. Look at this football he's playing. Let's get him. Right? There just has to be a shift in perspective. And like when Ten Hag was available that summer when we got him, it was like a no-brainer. Boom, let's get him.
Yeah,
right? I'm not looking at any other managers being like, boom, let's get him. Other than Xabi Alonso, right? Xabi Alonso is very impressive right now, right? But like, he's not going to go to United.
It's too early. It's too, yeah.
It's too early.
For sure.
And
yeah,
there's just, I mean, even where Ten Hag was 2 years ago, like I don't see De Zerbi in that position. I don't see Amorim at that position. I definitely don't see Tuchel, Southgate, or Potter or Southgate. These guys that are linked to us. I don't see any of them. But imagine if Ten Hag was at Ajax right now, doing what he's doing, getting to Champions League semifinal, or playing well against top teams in the Champions League with a low budget. You'd be like, get that guy, get whoever that is. That's who we need. He's doing it at Ajax with low resources. Let's get him in. Like, and that's, yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, good.
I'm saying, hold on. If this is down to me, and then I'm like, keep him, get the structure right, and let's go again. He has a year left in his contract. If you build into your philosophy and profile, he has a year left in his contract. So if you don't want to keep it at the end of next season, it's fine. He works he works for free. Right? You don't have to pay him if he gets fired. He works on a free. That's what I want to do. But in my mind, I'm looking at this and this is what I've been keeping on. David Armstead is speaking about how unions want to do this multi-club thing. So they want all that clubs they own together have the same philosophy, same principles, so they can easily buy players. I'll see he does it, with other clubs. And I'm looking at Nice, for example. That manager used to be an assistant for De Zerbi. That's why I think the De Zerbi links is coming from. It's not, that's why I think the De Zerbi links coming from. So in my mind, I want to keep Ten Hag. Like I was saying, keep him, back him, give him those signings in needs, give him the players in need, make sure it's injury free, make sure that this injury issue we have, and make sure we solve the issue by next season and let's go again. But
okay, all right. I mean.
Omar Barada, then Ashworth, Sir Dave are gonna make the decision. They're not listening to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. Like obviously, what happens, and the whole new ownership and the new directors, like as much as it sucks, that would be a good enough reason to get rid of a top manager. Like, I mean, my point is if Ten Hag was at Ajax right now. Right, and we had I don't know. Take your pick. We had De Zerbi, we had Tuchel, we had Amorim, we had Nagelsmann, we had Flick. Right, all of them could be experiencing the same exact
Yeah,
results that
and
United is now,
that's why
and the
I
same
spoke to
exact thing would be happening. But if a manager like Ten Hag is available, I would feel like we would might be missing an opportunity to grab a good manager. I don't feel like
I,
there's another manager out there right now that would make me feel the same that would make me desire the need for that manager. But
and
let's get some
I
more
was
people in here. Go ahead. Continue talking while
I
I
was
get more people in.
I was speaking to Senzi, and we were talking, especially when we got when they started, the news started coming out and we're posting in Discord chat. I was like, he came in at the wrong time. It's one of those ones where you say, you know what, wrong place at the wrong time. Because hold on, if he was still at Ajax right now, right, and he's doing his thing, and you're not looking for a new manager, oh, we're snapping him up straight, like go get him, boom, 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 right structure, right environment, boom. But it's the fact that he's one of those ones where, oh yeah, you just one of the, you were the previous Glazers, signing, and he, I want him to, I already said I'll back him, keep him. I said I'll take him over Deserby. I'll take him over Deserby. I'll take him over. But at the end of the day, Omar Barada,
I
Dan
mean,
Ashworth, we bought these guys. We brought these guys in. The Indians are paying these guys to make good footballing decisions for us, and they feel like they need to make that decision on the manager. I can't. What else can I do? I can't do nothing about it. They know them. They're my experience. They know that they've seen. They know how to run a football club. Better than the go analysis. So he's what he is.
yeah. And look, and see, there's still
What are
first
your
off,
thoughts
there's
on tomorrow?
yeah, and by the way, yeah. So we're gonna try to wrap up pretty quick on stream. We can continue talking on Discord or whatever, but like I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna get ready. You guys are gonna hear me snoring, basically. But tomorrow, I think we're gonna lose.
United.
Yeah, I think we're gonna lose.
Why?
They're
I
on
just have
horrible form, by the way. They're on horrible form.
Everton haven't won this year, right, or something.
I'm not sure if it's this year, but they're on awful form. So
Yeah, they have.
I would take your money with it. I don't know. Let me
For
see.
me,
Let me check.
for me, right, I know we have key, injury plays out, but Rashford, Rashford is, trained. Bruno is well. Garnacho trained. We'll probably do the first night tomorrow. So,
Unfortunately, they
If
won January 17th. But
Oh,
before
okay.
so
that,
we
if
fine.
if Everton win, Ten Hag's done.
Easy. See,
bro,
I'm
we say
sorry.
that we
I'm
say
sorry.
we say
I'm
that
sorry.
after
No,
every slump. Like, nah, I don't think so. I really don't.
like think
Tell
about
you
it.
what,
We haven't
off
even
who-
got
who
in
does-
all of our direct. Yeah, I know there's something Joe Wilcox, Dan Ashworth. There's another guy they're
Bro,
talking
You're
about
doing some
getting in.
work. You're doing some
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, but the point is they're not in yet, right? Who is it?
They're walking. They're not. See, they're
Head
not
of
in yet.
recruitment.
Don't get me wrong. They're not in yet, but they're talking to one another right now on
But
Zoom
why does
calls and
why
everything.
why throw a manager into that while things aren't settled, right? Like
Yes.
get things settled, get your player, get your directors in, start working on the transfers that the directors want, and then next
Can you
season
get those transfers without Champions
They,
League football?
they've been. Hold
can you
on.
can you
Hold
get
on.
those can you get those transfers without the head coach? Yes. That's my point.
Hold
You
on.
don't
Yes.
you don't need the manager that's
Hold
going to
on,
be there
hold
for
on.
10 years
Let me break
this
it out for
year.
you. They've been.
So you
they've
want
been,
you want
they've
you
been,
want club philosophy within like the next 2 years.
they've been
Premier
working.
Leagues.
Hold on. They've been
Well,
working on the old signing stuff, right? The old sign about working on transfers. They've been doing that. So they've contacted Olise's management, and they've contacted the left center back for Everton, Braithwaite. They've started talking about that's the next. That's the transfer. What I've read, this today was they United. They're not making contact, and they're giving the information back to like Dan Ashworth, Omar Barada, stuff like that.
But
So
if
they're already working
but
on
if
stuff.
but if players don't have Champions League football, they're gonna ask for more money.
No, no.
This
See,
no,
is how
no,
you
no, no,
get
no,
into the
no.
same cycle.
no. With the same,
No.
with
Okay.
signings like Olise and Braithwaite, right? Is for them they can't demand more because they haven't done more. If that makes sense. Like
You put a
though they
bonus
play
in
for
if they get Champions League football as well,
Crystal
right?
Palace and play for Crystal Palace, everything is fine, but it's they won't like. I'll give you an example. Playing for if you're not coming for players like Olise and Braithwaite, is at the end of the day, I know United have not been great but it's still United. You want to play for this football club because now especially now, most of these guys are seeing that we having a good direction. Then Ashford, all these guys are coming in. The structure's in place. The owner, is making sense. So they won't be demanding, that they want to play for United. So I'm not worried. Like that's the what I read from Elise is that he likes United, he wants to play for United. He has a 50 million pounds release clause. Go ahead and get a deal done.
All right. Well, yeah. My point is okay. We're already rocking the boat. New stadium, new directors, new this, new that, injuries, new style of play, and then you're just gonna the culture's slowly changing, and you're just gonna remove the manager.
Top four.
That's fine. No,
four.
see,
You could be 12 points off top four.
That's fine. Like honestly, like what did I say last season?
You said style of play is what matters this season, and progression.
No, I said 10th place last season. I said 10th place is the minimum.
Yeah,
we do have a style of play, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I said 10th place is all I want last season. That's what I said, right? And I'm still that way. Like I'm not expecting Champions League trophy next season after next. It's gonna take a second. We got to get rid of these Rashfords, these Sanchos, right? These guys got to leave the club.
Hold on. Yes,
but you already have a new crop of Rashford.
No, we don't. Who's our new Rashford?
Mason Mount.
No. Okay, Anthony. Okay, like I said, we all roads lead back to Anthony. Okay,
yes.
So
Mason Mount.
That's fine. No,
Erickson?
Mason Mount missed 18 games for Chelsea in like 3 years or something, and he's missed 26 this year. Like that's
Casemiro?
crazy. Casemiro's. I think Casemiro has. We've got his value out of Varane. We've definitely got his Varane. I was completely wrong about. He's completely surprised me. He's played very, very well. Anyways, I don't know. We don't got to keep talking about United because
We
can talk about the big game of the weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about the big game.
The manager position.
All right. We can move on to Liverpool City, top of the league.
Oh, let me just catch up on Rob. Rob's writing a lot of stuff here. I'm just gonna catch up, guys. We have Ten Hag needs to go. He's clueless as fuck. Eric Ten Hag is not coach. All he wants is new players and blame it on injury. I need him to coach, not find excuses. Eric Ten Hag has scammed Manchester United. Why does Eric Ten Hag deserve a structure? Other great manager that have won things with Glazers. I'm a United fan all the way. I watch football all around the globe when I can. No reason Eric Ten Hag has to ignore the midfield the whole season. He is concussed. We will lose tomorrow because their set pieces are penalty. The great James Garner is cooking. Eric Ten Hag don't have his players expect a loss. He has one way of playing, can adapt, sink or swim. The times Eric Ten Hag didn't ignore the midfield was versus Liverpool and City. We need to win minimum 6 games or we don't get top 5. The managers aim for. Okay, first off, we have 30 points to go, right? Is that how many games have been played? 28.
There's 11 games left.
There's 11 games left. Okay, that's 33 points. A lot can happen.
But you're gonna be, according to you, you're gonna be 12 points back tomorrow.
What do you mean, according to? Oh, if we lose tomorrow,
you're predicting a loss, right?
I mean, I'm predicting a loss because my expectations are low. They're pretty low.
You think you can make up 12 points?
If we don't have Holland and we don't have Martial, I can't see Rashford scoring. You know, like I can't see certain players performing because they don't have the mentality, right? We have mentality monster in Anthony. Anthony's great mentality. Bruno's great mentality. That's all Anthony's got, okay? He's got good mentality. He's got good mentality, man.
No, after
All
what you
right,
just
all right.
said, after what you said, you might have to just delete your account for Anthony has a no.
That's all he's got. Okay,
Well, this
he's
no, what makes it so this what makes it so funny with Anthony is that Anthony's supposed to start tomorrow, right? Because we don't have no striker, so Rashford probably play striker, Ganacho on the left, and him on the right.
well,
But
who knows?
tomorrow's a must.
Maybe we
Hold on.
just stick with the city
Why are we
philosophy.
still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we're
gonna play
back
for
on
We
it.
were reading. It's
Uh,
because we were reading
Caramba?
chat. It's because we were reading chat. That's why.
Yeah, we were reading
Caramba?
chat.
He's
All right.
gonna play for us
I'm
tomorrow.
Hey, on
banana
some serious-
that's what people like Rob want. They want Harambo.
They do not want
Right.
Haramba.
I would
They
rather
actually want-
keep teaching
They
the
actually
philosophy.
want you to play like Klopp. They actually want you to play like Klopp, and that's the truth.
I
Well,
mean,
we don't
could
have the
just
we don't
finish
have.
out, like-
Did you see the midfield you guys had when Klopp took over? That was a nice midfield.
That was not.
That was a nice midfield.
The only good player was
Wijnaldum,
Coutinho.
Emre Can, and was it Lucas? Who is it? Who's the holding?
Wijnaldum was relegated from Newcastle.
So what? He's still a good player.
He was.
Onana
Newcastle
could be
fans
relegated with
laughed when we
Everton.
got
Doesn't
him.
mean he's not a bad player. Doesn't mean he's a bad player.
They laughed when we got him.
No,
Hey, that's a serious question, Kurt. Are they
I didn't
Milner, we got on
laugh.
a free.
Are they gonna get relegated, Kurt?
Man City didn't want them.
Everton.
Everton won't be relegated.
Supposedly another 10 points, right? Are coming.
Oh, if they get another 10 points, yes. But unless that happens, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it should happen.
I think they're going to get a fine this time.
I blame all that on John Murto, by the way, where Everton's at right now, and now he's
Well,
fucking up our club.
No, if Everton would have got public funds to build their stadium, they wouldn't be in this mess.
True.
Well, they're gonna have
We're
to
not
sell
getting
some
public
players.
funds. I don't know what public funds.
We're not getting public
That's what
funds
I
on the
checked.
stadium. We're getting public. By the way, Morgan, I did ask a question. Anytime
What's up?
a national monument is refurbished or taken care of, that's gentrification, according to you.
No.
Yeah, that's what you
When it
said.
benefits the rich. Hold on. You have to clarify. When it benefits the rich, it's gentrification.
So this
So-
is gentrification.
No, but refurbishing a tourist landmark is going to benefit the rich, and somehow.
Yes, because it's gonna raise the value on Old Trafford.
No. I'm not talking about Old Trafford.
I
I'm talking
mean,
about like the Sphinx, the pyramids of Giza.
The area around.
Yeah.
Old
So
Trafford.
creating a nice touristy attraction around the pyramids of Giza is gentrification, according to you. Because the
If
hotels
the
open
pyramids-
up, people want to visit,
if the
etc.
pyramids of Giza were owned by Elon Musk, it would be gentrification.
Old Trafford is not owned by the Ratcliffes. Old Trafford's
No,
an
they're owned by the
area.
Blazers.
No, it's not owned by
Old
the club.
Trafford-
It's Old Trafford's. Okay, the stadium is one thing, but the area is called Old Trafford.
Oh my God! Yes, but who stands to make money if the area is wealthy? If let's say you bought a house
All
in a
the
shitty neighborhood.
people of the
Okay.
Northwest.
Okay, let's say you bought a house, a millionaire house, but for $500,000 in a shitty neighborhood, right? And then you get the government to fix up all the houses around you. Does your house value go up or down?
I think it goes up.
There you go.
So what? I'm not the rich. I'm
That-
just a homeowner. It helps the
Yes.
homeowners. It helps the people. And it also creates
you're not
creates
getting
new job opportunities. Maybe they
not
want a
getting it.
coffee shop here now because it's a nicer area or something.
But
Like
that doesn't help.
business
That
owners
doesn't
want
help.
to.
There's been studies on that. There's been
Okay.
millions of studies on that. On the Olympics, on the NFL, on MLB, on NBA. It never
Yeah,
helps.
these are all franchise stuff. It's a totally different structure.
Hello.
All right. We can
Good
give
evening,
this up
Bottle.
because
All
we're
right,
just
you-
talking in circles.
I mean, no, we're not talking in circles.
Yeah,
We're not
we're
talking in
talking in
circles.
Well,
There's
another game,
There we
another
go.
match. Villa Tottenham
Oh,
Sunday as well.
See,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
that's
big
gonna be
match
big.
for
It's
us.
the
That's
Yeah,
tomorrow's a must win for you.
Unless Villa win.
that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a better match than the City like Liverpool. City Liverpool is a different topic, but like as an overall match to watch, I think it's a bit more fun, personally.
Yeah, for a neutral probably.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
actually,
5
there's a debate about that because a lot of people are saying that Liverpool versus City is the new Real Madrid versus Barcelona.
Not even close.
It's the two top teams in the world battling each other.
We
No.
already know who's winning the league. It's not a surprise.
No, I wouldn't
No,
say. I think
I
he
wouldn't
means
say
overall.
it's.
Yeah. Plus, I think he means overall. Not even close overall, though. No.
I think Arsenal have something to say about that.
Do you guys think Arsenal can do it?
Arsenal is arguably in the better form.
Well, I mean, their form
and they've
against.
And they've already beat City and Liverpool.
Yeah,
Hey.
but then they drop points elsewhere, so you know.
Hey, get me to Tuesday, and I'll worry about Tuesday, and after that, we'll think about this.
If you lose on Tuesday, that's better for you.
No, it's not. I don't want to lose on Tuesday.
Tuesday, if you guys lose on Tuesday, all it is banter.
No, it's
But
not.
it'll open up the
Yeah.
calendar for you, and now you can win the title.
I don't want the banter. I want to win.
Look,
I don't want
No.
Ask me.
Yeah,
if I
you
rather-
don't. You want to
would I
win,
rather
but
lose? Yeah.
No, personally, like for the club's sake, like nah, you can't lose. You can't lose. Just can't. You really
Getting knocked out to Porto would really
Yeah.
be embarrassing.
no,
Exactly.
But
Like
that's temporary.
no. I
no,
don't-
because
I
you
don't-
could
no.
always just say it's a young team, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's not
Nope,
the end of the
whatever.
world. But if
Do
you
you not?
put up a
Nope,
good
nope,
title
nope,
charge,
nope,
that's
nope.
I think putting up a
Yes.
good title charge
Okay,
should
so
be
good,
the priority.
So good to me is like if we lose on Tuesday, we better win by like 5 points. That's the only way. Because that's the only way we win. That's the
Win
only
what
way
by
we win.
points?
So
But I
mean the
will
league?
say this.
the league, yeah, you have to
Yeah.
win at the Etihad. You have to hope that Liverpool wins. You blow them at the Etihad. Let's say 2-0. For me, that's
Mhm.
blowing them out. Theoretically, let's say if we lose on Tuesday, Tuesday's our last game before the
Abby.
international break. So then we get the international break. We take some time, think about it. If we win, if you guys
What's up,
win,
Abby?
and I suspect with the injuries, you guys flatten out. City doesn't have enough points to catch up. We keep going. If we have nothing else to play for, which would be that at the end of the
Banana,
season,
can I ask you a question?
what?
Would you rather go
I'd rather
through,
go far in the quarters. I'd rather like. I'd rather
would
make
you
it
rather
best for me.
would
I'd
you
rather make
rather
it for me.
lose? Would you rather lose now and give yourself a better shot at winning the title, or
Dude, you don't realize
or
that
take
experience-
yourself out of or potentially take
Nah.
yourself out of both?
No, how about this?
How do you-
Would you rather win the title or lose now?
I'd rather
That's a
gain the
silly
Champions
question.
League experience because, like, you don't know who we get in the draw.
That's
I
not
don't
what I meant to
really
say.
care. I just want.
I'm gonna say, would you rather win? Would you rather beat Porto on aggregate or win the league?
without knowing what's gonna happen, like with choosing the ladder?
Yeah, like say you lose against Porto, but you win the league. Would you be upset about your Champions League lack of Champions League experience?
That would be like a. That'd be like a. I don't know. That'd be in hindsight, but right now.
What if you guys win, beat Porto,
Nope.
fine, but then you lose
Bro,
in the next round,
Yeah,
and then you
fair.
don't, and
I
then you don't
wouldn't-
win the title.
I'm not. It,
Yeah.
but who do I lose to in the quarters? Like you got to give me context, and also too.
All
I
right,
don't
yeah,
really
you don't
care,
lose
like,
to Inter or City, you lose to
Yeah.
someone else.
You lose to Real Madrid in the next round.
Then I'd be fine with that, but I'd
So,
want to.
so then it's just all about pride. So it's all based on pride.
No, it's about experience in a competition.
I do think it means a lot, honestly. Like if Arsenal go out to Porto, you don't think that's gonna take a damp on the squad?
I don't think so.
Like we are
I think
I
don't think so.
You roll out that
Right.
we got bigger fish to fry.
No,
Just
I
like when you
don't.
lost in the League
All right,
Cup.
cool. So
That's
bring
what
it
I'm
back.
sorry.
No,
No, I agree.
No,
I
you're not gonna-
I respect that you don't feel the same way. That's fine. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if it was United and my squad was at the stage that Arsenal's is, I would be
Same.
okay. And like, if we put together a good title charge and possibly won the title, I'd rather do that than try to win the Champions
The
League.
only thing that I would say that is in
Respectfully,
Banana's favor
hey,
is that
respectfully,
they haven't won the
respectfully
Champions
too.
League.
Respectfully too, for 2 weeks, week and a half, I've been saying I'm looking forward to Tuesday, and that's about it. Nothing further. So that's how I'm keeping it. That's how I'm keeping it respectfully, because like I don't want to keep dragging
Okay.
on a question that's like
okay. So when
meaningless
you
to me.
lose on Tuesday, I don't want to hear it. We got bigger fish to fry.
Hey, if we lose on Tuesday, we lose on Tuesday. But I'm just saying, like, I'd rather worry about that than hypotheticals. Like, just whatever's in hand right now.
I think it's a win. It's a winnable game. It's a winnable tie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's what people said in the first place.
Oh.
Say that again, Buttle.
Well, I was gonna say that's what people kind of said in the first place. It's a winnable tie and whatnot. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, if they lose this tie, it's gonna be pretty embarrassing. Like,
There's no away goal.
I don't think it's
There's
going to
no
be
away
that
goal, so it
embarrassing
won't be that.
from my
Yes, it is.
perspective.
Yes.
Nah.
yeah,
No.
but realistically, you got to say they
that
should be
embarrassing
beating this
either.
team.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
there's
should.
this
Like,
first
For
CCL run in
example, it's
how
like
many years?
It's like this. It's that you gotta sometimes ignore that. Like if United getting knocked out by Copenhagen, that's
Look,
also
look.
That's a
embarrassing.
little different.
It's the
Bottle,
same stuff.
Bottle. You're looking
No,
at this
that's
through
worse.
the lens of a Real Madrid fan.
No,
You
I
guys are
would think
always
this for
there.
anyone. It's just
No,
to
no.
lose for Porto. These guys are not good. They get smacked by a lot of teams.
Porto,
It doesn't
Porto has
matter if
more.
you just get in the
That's
Champions League.
I
It's
think it's a
awesome.
little
Porto
disrespectful.
has more. Porto has more history in the Champions League than Arsenal does.
Yeah, they won it more recently.
Respectfully.
Yeah, but they're also a bigger team still.
How is that
Respectfully.
embarrassing? It's not embarrassing.
Because it doesn't in the past. Okay, Sparta Prague in the past won a Champions League, and then they just got their ass whooped by Liverpool. What does that have to do with anything?
If we would have lost, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I would have said, you know what?
You
It's a blessing in
you
disguise.
absolutely. If you guys lose to Sparta Prague, you think you would be embarrassed?
I would
Bullshit.
not be embarrassed.
I will
I
tell
would
you
not
right
be
now.
embarrassed.
If
I
you
would
got
say,
knocked
now we
out
have
to
a better
Sparta
chance of
Prague.
winning the league.
Oh, one at a time.
Come on, stop the cap. This is capping.
Yeah, stop the
How
cap.
is that capping?
Because I don't want to go through hypotheticals.
There's absolutely no way you would accept that.
Yeah.
You know what?
More. You're speaking like if I gave it to you like this, if I was like, you know what, with all your injuries, you see how we're playing. Like, let's say hypotheticals, right? Let's say you lose on. Let's say you get your ass handed to you 3-1 or something, right? Hypotheticals.
It could happen.
It could, right? Hypotheticals. And then
More likely to happen, actually.
Yeah. And then
what if Klopp just gets his ass kicked? What if
It
Pep
could
just?
happen, man.
It'd be pretty
It's
sad. Yeah, it'd be pretty sad. Yeah. But hold on, Kanate's gonna risk it, right? Kanate's gonna risk it.
He
So
has
he
to.
got hooked.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah, because
questionable.
Gomez is out, right?
Yeah.
Gomez is out. Yeah.
No, Gomez is not out. He's fine.
Oh, it said he was out. It said he was doubtful, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, in hypotheticals, more it'd be easier if like you get your ass handed and you're like, we got to make up all the points we can now. Lose Europa. Lose to Sparta Prague, like you guys have. Lose
We
your
would have lost the first game.
Yeah, but like let's say
been
now.
fine.
Yeah, but let's say now lose your quarter. To me personally, no. We don't have any heritage, no culture, especially with this type of squad. Get as far as you can. It doesn't matter. I would rather take like we could lose by 6, 7, 8 points, get second, third Champions League next season, but we get a nice semis with like Real Madrid. We lose like 3-4 on aggregate. I'd be cool with that, bro.
Okay,
like
so
that's how much more it means to me. It's about
Okay.
building the heritage of like this like squad and this like manager with these players. Like
Okay, so that answers the question I was asking earlier. That's what I was asking earlier. So that's what I was saying. You'd rather go through on Tuesday, kind of forget about the title charge and like lose in a later round in the Champions League.
Yeah, because I think there's like the layout of how you could win it now. Don't just put it all on the line because there's a lot of things you could do with this run. Like if you were to go binge watch, how boring it would be. No offense, it is. If you were to go binge watch like how we've been this effective for like a month and a half, there's a lot of ways you can go with it now. The problem we had last year was we wanted to adapt because there was only one way. There's about 2-3 different ways you could go with it now. So if you could use it now in Europe to gain some experience, and then it would do a lot for the club personally for me. I think like with Klopp, I think what was it, the second season or the first time they were win deep in the Champions League. Of course it was to Real Madrid, he lost, but it was in a final, right? How much did that do for that core group? Like just you know what I'm talking about? Like the pillars of like the squad. Like it does so much for you. Then what happens the next year? You won the
I
Prem.
understand what you're saying.
You won the Prem. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just for me personally, I think that's what it's gonna take. Especially with Klopp leaving too. Like if I was organizing the squad and I was like, look what's happening. Also, too, Pep might leave soon. I'm not saying right now, but 2-3 years from now, he might not be here. If you want to stay that long, you could theoretically do it. So
I'm getting the feeling that Pep's gonna stay for a long time.
Yeah, he's proving himself.
I'm getting that feeling because what other job is he gonna do?
There's only.
Well,
I think he wants to get knighted.
Or PSG. I guess he could go to PSG.
Why would he go to PSG?
I mean, but that's the only club that can offer what City offers.
Hold on. If he gave them a Champions League, he'd be valid throughout like all of Western Europe. Think about it. He could go anywhere in England, Spain, obviously. Germany is iffy. He didn't get the Champions League, but if you gave Petty a Champions League, he's valid for a while. Could live a whole life happily like that. Just saying. But I don't think it would happen. No.
Could have a meeting with Macron.
I don't know. I think I don't have a great perception.
Yeah, but there's nowhere else.
Paris.
I would say that PSG is the only club that can offer what the other clubs have offered him, and they won't anymore.
Okay.
I still think he goes back in 26 for England. That's my personal take. He just finished.
That would be nice.
Because I think
I don't see him going to England.
I don't know. That core in 2 years, and if he just took the job within a year, I think they'd be set to go pretty quick. Because he knows Foden so well. That's the big thing about it.
Let's talk about City Liverpool. Foden.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
He's better than Saka overall as a player. I'll get that off my chest.
I'll
get that off my chest.
I'm scared of City tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's the matchup gonna? Who's gonna be your right back? Trent.
Right back. Trent is injured.
Bradley.
Oh,
Bradley has to step up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they don't trust him, and they put Gomez on that side and Robertson on the other.
So it's gonna be Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, and if Konate doesn't make it, it's gonna be Gomez.
Gomez for sure. So a lot will depend on Konate. If Konate is fine, then Gomez will probably start where Bradley is. If Konate is not fine, Gomez will start there. But there is a chance, and this would signal a great change in the squad if he picks Gomez for Robertson's side.
Okay.
Which I have a feeling that was his plan beforehand.
But
I have a feeling that he has that in mind because he played Robertson. He played Robertson 90 against Sparta Prague on Thursday, and almost all the other starters left the field. Although the Konate injury kind of changed everything.
We're just inverting the left side on Sunday. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a possibility. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And the fact that Robertson played 90 against Sparta, and he didn't look that great, I'm going to be honest. He got caught out a lot. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but it was not.
I watched the highlights.
That game was not a 5-1, by the way. It was a really hard
XG
game.
was. Yeah, XG
It was
Keller's
crazy
good. Keller's pretty good.
I'm happy to see Darwin is in insane form. So some would say that he's starting to believe that he's the one. He's on what, like 16 goals and 11 assists right now.
Yeah, I called it, by the way.
And
I said give him time, and everyone was writing him off.
He's in such form right now. I was not writing him off, but he's in such form. He could be a deciding factor tomorrow or on Sunday.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me, I think we're underdogs tomorrow. I think City are favorites to win.
For sure, definitely.
I think the
Kevin
crowd
De
will be a
Bruyne
big
was
factor.
rested. I think he didn't start in midweek.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Also,
Foden.
City had an easy game.
Foden.
The crowd will be a factor. I think if we have one of those, United did a great job when they came to Anfield, by sitting deep and kind of boring the crowd and kind of taking them out of the factor for a while. I think that would play a lot into City's hands. So if they could do something like that, I think they, which I think is what Pep's strategy has been at Anfield, just kind of, let's have a boring game. That's what Pep wants. Pep wants a boring game, and I think that's the way I see them winning.
Okay.
If Card is watching the game and I hear him snoring, that's bad news for me.
So this is what I can offer you. Okay, I will be at work during the game. So what I can do is for a small fee of $25, I will tune into the radio and give you a goal.
Wow.
Grimaldo.
When I tune into the radio, you will score.
That's see. Whenever I watch City play, they always win. That's the thing.
Okay.
Ruben Diaz.
What do you think, Bottle? No
I'm
bias.
sorry, what
No
were you talking
bias.
about? I literally just got to do something.
About
What's up?
City versus Liverpool. What's your prediction?
Oh, I got City. It's pretty,
What's the score?
it's pretty 2-0. I think it'll be City. It's probably be like Bernardo and then maybe Ruben Diaz header or something like that. I don't think Holland's going to get on the score sheet. Not this game. But, you got a lot of injuries. It's going to be pretty rough for you guys. Looking like it's going to be the downfall of your title hopes. So, yeah. Another year for City dominating the Prem. That's what it's going to be.
Dang, see that just makes me want. I hope City either. It's I want City or Arsenal. I don't want Liverpool to win. That's all I care.
I think a Brazilian who came from there recently.
Yeah.
I got a few on my mind. I can't pinpoint one.
All right. What else is there to talk about, guys? Are we pretty much done? It's almost 2 hours.
I'll say, I guess get your guys' thoughts.
Yep.
I'll find score predictions. Yeah, just give me score predictions. That's all. That's my last question.
Score predictions?
Yeah, for the City game.
Liverpool.
Give me 2-2. Wrap it up. 2-2.
It's like, what emotion are we going to walk away with? Is it going to be good for Klopp or bad for Klopp? That's the only thing in my question. That's the only thought. Like, that's the most that's the strongest emotion that will come out of it. Or a draw, right? Draw would be like, yeah, draw would be normal. But like, will the emotion of Klopp's final, like this could be like, think about it. City 115 charges, fucked over Liverpool for all these years. This could be the final chance Klopp has, and this whole Liverpool, circle jerk this is the last chance for them to get something over Pep after getting fucked over by them for so many years. Like if Klopp can like really like get the players up, which he will, and the crowd gets behind him, and they're able to stop the press works. I don't know. Like I could see it. Like if I said 3-1 Liverpool, how do you guys feel?
I mean, you know
That's
how
fair.
I feel.
Oh wait, Liverpool. Wait a second. What?
Does that make sense in your mind? Can you even see that happening?
No, I can't. I can't really see Liverpool outscoring City.
I'll give you one stat, Banana.
They leak goals for fun. I'll tell you that.
I'll give you
City
one
love
stat.
to leak a goal.
Bottle. I'll give you one stat. Pep Guardiola, since Klopp has been there, has only won once at Anfield.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying they also broke the
that was
Spurs
when
curse
that was when we were in COVID. No fans.
I said they had the same thing for Spurs, and they've already broken that curse this year. So I'm just saying curses they had to be broken, I guess.
Yeah, but that was away from home. That was at home. City were.
It wasn't the home thing for Spurs or something. I forgot what their curse was. It's like they couldn't beat them at home or something.
No, it was away at Spurs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's the thing, man. They got they're built different. They
I'm gonna
got
go
everyone
two
back.
one
You kind of
Liverpool.
missed the point.
2-1 Liverpool.
See, if okay, I'm gonna give you guys one. If we beat City and Arsenal and City draw, that's it. I'm not. You guys are. Chat is gonna be unbearable. I'm just gonna tell you guys that. I'm gonna ruin chat.
No, you can't ruin chat. I'll ruin it with other stuff before you can do that.
It'll be unbearable.
Uh,
That's my dream scenario. That's my dream scenario.
okay. NL, you got a prediction for the game? Bottle, you got a prediction for the game?
No.
All right.
Did you hear
Other
me?
news. Oh, no, I didn't hear anything you said. What did you say?
I said I already gave my predictions.
What was it?
Sorry, I just someone just let it come up to you, John. As so, yeah, I already said 2-0. Is what I said.
Okay, 2-0 City. Banana, you said 2-2, I think? I'm saying 2-1.
Affirmative.
I'm saying 2-1 Liverpool. Mordecai, what are you saying?
Unfortunately, gonna have to go with the 1-1 draw.
Okay.
City score first.
All right, and last but not least, Ligue 1 will no longer be called Uber Eats Ligue 1. McDonald's has bought the naming rights for $60 million over 30 years. So from next year, the championship will be called Ligue 1 McDonald's. My question is, after 3 years, what will Ligue 1 be called? Final statements, Mordecai.
Mickey Mouse League.
Ligue 1 Mickey Mouse Disney. Ligue 1 Disney.
No, Mickey
Disney's Ligue 1. How about that?
Mouse. Yes, let's go with
Banana.
that. Let's go with that.
After 3 years, after McDonald's is done, what will it be called?
After hard, careful consideration, absolutely nothing. It'll just die. Be nothing.
It'll just poof. Okay. Ligue
You
1 no
watch
more.
Guns, no?
And Bottle.
Yeah,
What will
sure.
it be called after Legal McDonald's?
Right, League on OnlyFans.
Legal OnlyFans. Thank you guys for joining me. If you want to chat in
Wow.
Discord, guys, we will be in Discord. Folks, thank you for joining us on the Friday Football Phone-In. We will catch you next time. Good night.